Brought to you by Audible.
Hey, this is Sophia from CNET, here with the top tech stories of the day. Southwest Airlines passengers didn't have the best experience this past weekend, as the company canceled thousands of flights. The mass cancellations left passengers stranded across the U.S., and extended delays led to long customer support wait times. While the reasons behind all the cancellations aren't entirely clear, some have speculated that it was due to pilots or air traffic controllers protesting COVID-19 vaccine mandates. Southwest and the Federal Aviation Administration say this isn't true. Southwest reportedly canceled more than 2,000 flights this past weekend, citing issues of weather and limited staffing at Florida airports. The airline added more details about the issues on Monday. The FAA confirmed that weather and staff shortage issues, as well as military training Friday near Jacksonville Air Route Traffic Control Center in Hillard, Florida, contributed to the cancellations. This created a cascading effect for Southwest that continued into Monday, with more than 300 flights canceled, according to FlightAware. According to Southwest and the FAA, the cancellations are unrelated to walkouts over COVID-19 vaccine mandates. A tweet began circulating Saturday alleging a walkout of air traffic controllers at the Jacksonville International Airport due to a vaccine deadline for federal workers instituted by President Joe Biden. Others on social media suggested Southwest employees are protesting the vaccine requirements the company implemented. Representative Chip Roy and Senator Ted Cruz, both Republicans from Texas, tweeted about the cancellations. Roy said that while he was unsure if this was airline employees or air traffic controllers rebelling, they would have his support. Cruz put the blame on Biden's push for vaccine mandates. In regard to the rumor of an air traffic controller walkout, flights in and out of the Jacksonville International Airport, where many Southwest flights were canceled, are handled by the Jacksonville Air Route Traffic Control Center. The FAA, which employs most air traffic controllers, said in a statement Monday that there have been no staff shortages since Friday. In a letter to the Jacksonville Aviation Authority Board of Directors received by W. Fox on Sunday, Jacksonville Aviation Authority COO Tony Kudno said the air traffic controller staff issue at the Jacksonville Air Route Traffic Control Center was a combination of different factors. The first was approved leave for employees, and the second was a required 48-hour period when employees at the center have to stay home to self-monitor for any side effects following receiving a vaccine shot. The FAA said it's working to have its workers vaccinated by the November 22nd date set by Biden. Another issue with the rumor. There would have been far more cancellations by other airlines if there was a walkout by air traffic controllers. Southwest canceled over 1,100 flights on Sunday, while the next U.S. airline with the second most cancellations was American Airlines with 167. On October 4th, Southwest said it will require all employees to get vaccinated by December 8th. However, it confirmed in an emailed statement that the weekend's canceled flights were not due to their new requirements. The Southwest Airlines Pilots Association that represents the airline's pilots also confirmed the cancellations weren't due to a protest over the company's vaccination requirements, according to a report from the Dallas Morning News. SWAPA said in a press release on Saturday that its pilots were not participating in any official or unofficial job actions. The union pointed to management's poor planning and external operational challenges for cancellations over the weekend. In other news, here's CNET reporter Serena Diaram.
It's been a tough couple of weeks for Facebook. A series of outages made headlines last week with Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp going down for a significant period of time. But perhaps more importantly, the social media giant is facing increased scrutiny over the potentially harmful impact Facebook and Instagram are having on young children, particularly teenagers. In response, Nick Clegg, a former Deputy Prime Minister of the UK turned Facebook Vice President for Global Affairs and Communications, said the social media company is planning to reduce the amount of political content on people's feeds, focusing instead on content from friends on the service. The new mantra, more friends, less politics. According to Clegg, it's part of Facebook's plan to nudge teenagers away from content that may not be conducive to their well-being. We're going to introduce new controls for adults of teens on an optional basis, obviously, so adults can supervise what their teens are doing online, Clegg said in an interview on CNN. Secondly, we'll be doing something which I think will make a considerable difference, which is where the teen is looking at the same content over and over again. Clegg also noted that in addition to pausing the Instagram Kids initiative, the social media company is planning to create a take a break feature to prompt teenage users to take a break from using Instagram. The planned changes come in the wake of damning allegations from the Facebook whistleblower Frances Haugen, who leaked internal documents to the Wall Street Journal before ultimately revealing herself on the TV news program 60 Minutes. Last week, she testified during a hearing before the Senate Committee, Science and Transportation Subcommittee. Haugen, who worked at Facebook for about 2 years, revealed the documents, she said, after noting a conflict of interest at Facebook between what was good for the company and what was good for the public. Haugen said, Facebook, over and over again, chose to optimize for its own interests. This isn't the first time Facebook has promised to make such changes to improve its platform. In August, Facebook said it would reduce the amount of political content in people's news feeds after receiving positive feedback during a test phase. In 2018, CEO Mark Zuckerberg said the company was overhauling the news feed to prioritize posts from family and friends rather than those from publishers and brands.
Finally, last month, Apple was largely handed a major victory in its legal battles with Fortnite maker Epic Games. In a 185-page decision, Judge Yvonne Gonzalez-Rogers agreed that Epic had breached its developer contract with Apple when it activated code hidden within its Fortnite battle game for the iPhone and iPad that violated App Store rules. In a legal filing Monday, Google showed it's a quick study. In its 43-page filing, Google recounted how Epic had activated similarly hidden code within its app on the Google Play Store last year, which broke Epic's contractually agreed rules and led to the app's removal. Epic, Google said, then began a public relations campaign intended to villainize and harm Google while distracting from Epic's breach. A Google spokesman further argued that Epic entered into a legal agreement with Google with which it never intended to comply, and that its actions have put its own users at risk, have harmed Google, and are deserving of relief from this court. Epic didn't immediately respond to requests for comment. Google's moves marked the latest escalation in the ongoing legal battles Epic's waging against the two tech giants. Epic argues that both Apple and Google are too controlling of their respective app stores, putting restrictions on what type of apps can be offered up for sale and how they function. Both companies also collect fees from app developers through what are known as in-app payments, when people buy digital goods like a subscription or a new look for their character within their app. The companies charge up to 30% commissions for those purchases, a price they've defended against growing drumbeats of criticism, including from Epic. Epic's legal fights with Apple and Google began last year, when it changed the way it charges people to buy items within its Fortnite game, circumventing each company's in-app payment systems and the commissions they charge. In its legal filing, Google said Epic schemed willfully to violate the terms of its developer agreement to avoid paying Google anything at all. In the course of its trial with Apple, Epic admitted it had planned a public relations campaign to fight App Store rules as part of its legal strategy. Epic's legal battle with Google was effectively on hold until after its lawsuit with Apple concluded. Both Apple and Epic have since filed their plans to appeal aspects of Rogers' ruling in their suit. For more of the top tech stories, visit cnet.com.